Castelo Branco, Garden of the Beira, Baixa, where history blooms in stone and green. Welcome to Speak Top. Explore the real stories of Portugal, city by city. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to join us on this journey through history. Chapter 1. From Knights to Industry: The Real History of Castelo Branco. Nestled in the heart of Portugal's Beira Baixa region, Castelo Branco stands as a testament to the enduring spirit of a land that has seen the rise and fall of empires, the passage of knights and kings, and the steady march of progress. This city, whose name translates to White Castle, has a history as colorful and varied as the embroidery for which it is famous. The story of Castelo Branco begins long before the founding of Portugal as a nation. Archaeological evidence suggests human habitation in the area dating back to the Paleolithic era. The region was later inhabited by Celtic tribes, who left their mark on the local culture and toponymy. The Roman presence in the area is evident in the remains of roads, bridges, and settlements. The Romans recognized the strategic importance of this region, using it as a crossroads for their network of roads connecting various parts of Lusitania. With the fall of the Roman Empire, the region came under the control of various Germanic tribes, including the Suevi and later the Visigoths. This period saw the establishment of many of the small villages and settlements that still dot the landscape around Castelo Branco. The Muslim invasion of the Iberian Peninsula in the 8th century had a significant impact on the region. The area that would become Castelo Branco was part of the frontier between Christian and Muslim territories for several centuries, leading to a period of instability and conflict. The founding of Castelo Branco as a city is closely tied to the Christian reconquista of the Iberian Peninsula. In 1165, King Afonso Henriques, the first king of Portugal, donated the lands of Castelo Branco to the Knights Templar. The Templars were tasked with defending and populating this frontier region. It was under the Templars that Castelo Branco began to take shape as a significant settlement. They built a castle on a hill overlooking the surrounding plains, providing defense and serving as the nucleus around which the town grew. The name Castelo Branco likely comes from this period, possibly referring to the whitewashed walls of the Templar castle. In 1214, Castelo Branco received its first municipal charter from King Afonso II, recognizing its growing importance. This charter granted certain rights and privileges to the town's inhabitants, encouraging further settlement and development. The 14th century brought significant changes to Castelo Branco. With the dissolution of the Knights Templar in 1312, the town came under the direct control of the Portuguese crown. King Denis ordered the strengthening of the castle's defenses, recognizing its continued strategic importance. Throughout the medieval period, Castelo Branco continued to grow in importance. Its location on the border with the Kingdom of Leon, later part of Spain, made it a crucial defensive outpost. The town also became an important center for agriculture and trade, particularly in wool and textiles. The 16th and 17th centuries saw Castelo Branco flourish. It was during this period that many of the town's most significant buildings were constructed, including the Episcopal Palace and several churches. The town's textile industry, particularly its embroidery, began to gain fame beyond the region. The 18th century brought both progress and challenges to Castelo Branco. In 1771, the town was elevated to city status by King Jose I, recognizing its growing importance. However, the city suffered during the 7 Years' War, 1756 to 1763, when it was occupied and pillaged by Spanish forces. The 19th century was a period of significant change for Castelo Branco. The liberal wars of the 1830s touched the city, with local forces playing a role in the conflict. The second half of the century saw the beginnings of industrialization, with the establishment of textile factories and other industries. A major milestone in Castelo Branco's development came in 1860 with the arrival of the railroad, connecting the city more closely with the rest of Portugal. This improved transportation link spurred further industrial development and opened new markets for the city's products. The early 20th century saw Castelo Branco continue to grow and modernize. The city's industries, particularly textiles, expanded, attracting workers from the surrounding rural areas. This period also saw improvements in education and public services. The Estado Novo period, 1933 to 1974, brought both benefits and challenges to Castelo Branco. The regime's policies often favored industrial development, which benefited some of the city's enterprises. However, like much of interior Portugal, Castelo Branco also experienced significant immigration during this period, as people left in search of better opportunities elsewhere. The Carnation Revolution of 1974, which restored democracy to Portugal, brought new opportunities and challenges to Castelo Branco. The city and the surrounding region had to grapple with issues of economic development and modernization that had long been neglected. A significant milestone in Castelo Branco's recent history was the establishment of the Polytechnic Institute of Castelo Branco in 1980. This institution has played a crucial role in revitalizing the city, attracting young people and fostering innovation in various fields. In recent decades, Castelo Branco has worked to balance preservation of its rich heritage with the needs of modern development. The city has invested in restoring its historical monuments, promoting its unique cultural traditions, and developing new industries, particularly in the technology sector. Today, Castelo Branco stands as a city that proudly embraces its long and varied history while looking to the future. Its medieval streets and grand palaces tell the story of a city that has stood at the crossroads of Portuguese history for centuries. Its innovative industries and educational institutions speak to a community that values progress and learning. As we walk through the streets of Castelo Branco today, we're not just observing a city, we're experiencing a living chronicle of Portuguese history. From Templar knights to textile workers, from royal decrees to technological innovation, Castelo Branco embodies the journey of a nation. It remains, as it has been for centuries, a beacon of culture and industry in the heart of the Beira Baixa, a garden where history continues to bloom in stone and green. Chapter 2: Threads of Tradition. The rich cultural tapestry of Castelo Branco. The culture of Castelo Branco is a vibrant mosaic woven from threads of history, tradition, and innovation. Situated in the heart of the Beira Baixa region, Castelo Branco embodies a way of life that honors its past while embracing the future, creating a unique cultural landscape that captivates residents and visitors alike. At the core of Castelo Branco's cultural identity is its rich textile heritage, particularly its renowned embroidery. The Bordado de Castelo Branco embroidery, is more than just a craft. It's a living art form that tells the story of the region. These intricate embroideries, traditionally created on linen or cotton with silk threads, feature motifs drawn from nature, religious symbolism, and daily life. The art of creating these embroideries has been passed down through generations, and today it remains a proud symbol of the city's cultural heritage. The cuisine of Castelo Branco reflects the bounty of the Beira Baixa region and the ingenuity of its people. Hearty and flavorful, local gastronomy makes use of the region's agricultural products, particularly cheese, olive oil, and meats. The Queijo de Castelo Branco, a creamy sheep's milk cheese, is a protected designation of origin product and a source of local pride. Other regional specialties include maranjo, a type of sausage made with rice and meat, cabrito estinado, roasted kid goat, and tigelada, a sweet egg-based dessert. Castelo Branco's cultural calendar is marked by numerous festivals and events that celebrate its heritage and agricultural cycles. The Feira de São Mateus, held annually in September, is one of the city's most important events. This fair, which dates back to the 16th century, combines traditional elements like livestock exhibitions with modern entertainment, creating a vibrant snapshot of Castelo Branco's culture. The Festival das Vendimas, Grape Harvest Festival, in October celebrates the region's winemaking traditions with music, dance, and, of course, plenty of wine tasting. Music and dance play a crucial role in Castelo Branco's cultural life. Traditional folk music, with its distinctive rhythms and melodies, can often be heard at local festivals and gatherings. The adouf, a square tambourine-like instrument, is particularly associated with the Beira Baixa region and features prominently in local music. Traditional dances, often performed in colorful regional costumes, help keep alive the stories and customs of past generations. The traditional crafts of Castelo Branco extend beyond its famous embroidery. Pottery, basketry, and woodworking all have deep roots in the region. The Escola Superior de Artes Aplicadas, School of Applied Arts, part of the Polytechnic Institute of Castelo Branco, plays a crucial role in preserving and innovating these traditional crafts, ensuring they remain relevant in the modern world. Religion, particularly Catholicism, has played a significant role in shaping Castelo Branco's culture. The city's numerous churches are not just architectural landmarks, but centers of community life and bearers of local traditions. Religious festivals, such as Holy Week processions and the Festa de Nossa Senhora de Mercoles, blend deep spirituality with elements of local folklore. The influence of Castelo Branco's long and varied history can be seen in its cultural expressions. The legacy of the Knights Templar, who founded the city, is evident not just in its monuments, but in local legends and traditions. The city's Jewish heritage, though less visible, has also left its mark, particularly in certain neighborhoods and family names. Education and intellectual life have become increasingly important aspects of Castelo Branco's culture in recent decades. The establishment of the Polytechnic Institute of Castelo Branco in 1980 brought new vitality to the city's intellectual scene, attracting students and researchers from across Portugal and beyond. This has led to a dynamic interplay between traditional knowledge and modern scientific approaches, particularly in fields related to agriculture, technology, and the arts. Castelo Branco's approach to progress and modernity is characterized by a desire to move forward while preserving the best of its traditions. This can be seen in efforts to adapt traditional crafts for contemporary markets, in the modernization of agricultural practices while maintaining respect for the land, and in the restoration of historic buildings for new uses. The city's cultural landscape is also shaped by its environment. The Serra da Estrela Mountains to the north, the rolling hills of the Beira Baixa, and the nearby Tejo International Natural Park have all influenced local culture, from traditional occupations to artistic inspirations. The concept of saudade, the uniquely Portuguese sense of melancholic longing, finds expression in the rugged beauty of the Beira Baixa landscape. In recent years, Castelo Branco has been working to position itself as a cultural tourism destination, leveraging its rich heritage and authentic experiences to attract visitors seeking an alternative to mass tourism. This has led to a renewed appreciation of local traditions and a revitalization of cultural activities. The cultural life of Castelo Branco is not confined to its urban center. The surrounding rural areas, with their small villages and communal traditions, are integral to the city's cultural identity. Many urban dwellers maintain strong connections to these rural roots, returning to ancestral villages for holidays and maintaining agricultural traditions. As we immerse ourselves in the cultural life of Castelo Branco, we're struck by the harmonious blend of past and present, of tradition and innovation. From the delicate patterns of Castelo Branco embroidery to the cutting-edge research at the Polytechnic Institute, From the timeless flavors of local cuisine to the modern interpretations of traditional crafts, Castelo Branco's culture is a living, breathing entity that continues to evolve while remaining deeply rooted in its unique history and geography. This cultural landscape is perhaps best symbolized by the city's famous Jardín do Paço Episcopal Palace Garden, where Baroque statuary and formal design blend seamlessly with the natural beauty of the region. Like this garden, Castelo Branco's culture is carefully tended, respecting its historical roots while allowing for new growth and interpretations. It's a culture that celebrates its past while looking to the future, that values both tradition and innovation, and that continues to captivate and inspire all who experience it. Chapter 3: Stones of Memory: A Journey Through Castelo Branco's Landmarks. Castelo Branco, with its rich history and cultural heritage, offers a diverse array of landmarks that tell the story of this Beira Baixa city. From medieval fortifications to Baroque palaces, from tranquil gardens to modern museums, Castelo Branco's landmarks offer visitors a journey through time and a deeper understanding of the forces that have shaped this captivating city. Our exploration of Castelo Branco's landmarks begins at the site that gave the city its name, the castle. Although only ruins remain today, the castle of Castelo Branco, perched atop the highest point in the city, offers panoramic views of the surrounding landscape. Built by the Knights Templar in the 13th century, the castle played a crucial role in the defense of the region during the Reconquista. Today, visitors can walk along the remaining walls, imagining the medieval knights who once stood guard over the Beira Baixa. Adjacent to the castle lies one of Castelo Branco's most iconic landmarks, the Jardín do Paço Episcopal Palace Garden. This Baroque garden, created in the 18th century, is a masterpiece of landscape design. Its formal layout, adorned with statues representing allegories, kings, and zodiac signs, offers a peaceful retreat and a glimpse into the artistic sensibilities of the Baroque period. The garden's series of staircases, leading up to a balcony with sweeping views of the city, is particularly noteworthy. The Episcopal Palace itself, now housing the Francisco Tavares Proença Jr. Museum, is another must-visit landmark. This imposing 16th century building showcases the power and wealth of the church in Castelo Branco's history. The museum houses an impressive collection of archaeological artifacts, religious art, and, most famously, a collection of Castelo Branco embroideries. These intricate textiles, with their vibrant colors and symbolic motifs, offer insight into the city's rich craft traditions. In the heart of the old town, the Praça de Camões serves as Castelo Branco's main square. This lively space, lined with cafes and shops, is dominated by the Church of São Miguel, St. Michael. Built in the 16th century, the church's simple exterior belies a richly decorated interior, featuring gilded altarpieces and azulejo tile work. Not far from the main square, the Igreja de Santa Maria do Castelo, Church of St. Mary of the Castle, is one of the city's oldest religious buildings. Dating back to the 13th century, this church has undergone numerous renovations over the centuries, resulting in a fascinating blend of architectural styles from Romanesque to Baroque. For those interested in Castelo Branco's more recent history, the Centro de Interpretação do Bordado de Castelo Branco Embroidery Interpretation Center, offers a deep dive into the city's most famous craft. Here, visitors can learn about the history, techniques, and symbolism of Castelo Branco embroidery, as well as see artisans at work. The Museu Cargaleiro, housed in a striking modern building, showcases the work of Manuel Cargaleiro, a renowned Portuguese artist born in the Castelo Branco district. The museum's collection includes ceramics, paintings, and tapestries, offering a counterpoint to the city's more traditional art forms. Nature lovers will appreciate the Parque da Cidade, City Park, a large green space that provides a refreshing contrast to the urban environment. The park features walking trails, sports facilities, and a lake, making it a popular spot for recreation and relaxation. For a glimpse into Castelo Branco's. Thanks for watching Speak Top. We hope you enjoyed learning about the history, culture, and beautiful landmarks of Portugal's cities. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more fascinating stories from across the country. See you next time on Speak Top.